We all know their song Hey Ya, which personally is not my favorite song. I've heard it way too many times. However, their breakout hit came from their debut album back in 1994, the song titled Players Ball. They have since had many hits, like the aforementioned Hey Ya, but also other tracks like Miss Jackson and So Fresh, So Clean. Pioneers of the Atlanta, Georgia rap scene, the duo is made up of Andre 3000 and Big Boy. Rap duos and rap groups typically have one person who's focusing on making hits and catchy songs while the other one holds them down lyrically. Both were definitely rappers, but Andre 3000 seemed to be the guy who was creating the catchy hooks and putting them on the charts. Even in recent years, he continues to make waves outside of OutKast, putting out an experimental flute album that somehow got nominated for Album of the Year at the Grammys. It definitely do be a vibe though. Big Boy was often the guy who was rapping, especially later in the duo's discography. Some of the catchiest rap choruses that I have ever heard are all across their discography. Chances are you have heard a lot more OutKast songs than you think you have. Suggesting a gateway album is a little difficult. The first album that I listened to was AT Aliens, but I wouldn't necessarily say that you start there. And while I do love that record, it is not my favorite of the bunch. Their discography is so shockingly solid though, you really can't go wrong anywhere you start. I think it circles back around to the beginning of this video. It really just depends on what you are going to hip hop for. If you're more interested in the lyrical side of things, I personally would suggest Stankonia. However, if you're in it for the vibes, I would start with Speakerbox, which has the majority of their hits. My personal favorite song from them is from Speakerbox, that being The Way You Move.